What's going on, everybody? Like I said, I'm trying to continue getting you guys out this Connected Franchise Mode gameplay. This was the final season. There will be no more after. I don't know how many more videos are left, but once this season's over, which this was like season 6 overall. I don't know what the fuck, bro. I could care less. It doesn't matter. The franchise is over because it just got a little bit crazy and it was just out of hand, and I just couldn't. I didn't want to be a part of it anymore. So pretty much that's what deaded it. But we're gonna go ahead today and talk about the YouTube comment section. Pretty much, you guys know what the YouTube comment section is about, and the reason I want to talk about it is it's amazing the way that guys do whatever the fuck they want and have no concern for anything when they're, you know, leaving comments. What I mean by that is this: we can't take it, you know, and this is pretty much for all, you know, YouTubers, you know, major moguls, everybody, you know, the comment section is a very, very wild thing. And I'm gonna tell you why. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And, you know, pretty much people are douchebags, and I don't really give a shit about that aspect of it. It's just hilarious that when you feel like nobody can find you, you say whatever you want, and people, it's just a vast array of ridiculous comments. Like one guy, it's always a ridiculous comment. Like I remember, I watched a video about a girl. I don't know if you guys remember. Was it Talia Castellano? A girl that had cancer, that was battling cancer. She passed away to the fight, you know, to the struggle with cancer. And I was following her story. And I don't really watch anything on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But my wife was into it, so I checked out like a couple of her videos. And it was amazing, like the dislikes and the comments that people were leaving about a girl, like regardless of what she wants to do. Unless you guys have no idea. You know, some of you guys have family members that have gone through cancer, treatment and shit like that. That is the worst thing in the fucking world, bro. It's the worst thing for the human body. It's all poison, everything. Etoposide, cisplatinum, bleomycin, all those agents, bro. All those things are complete ridiculous poisons that should not be used in 2015. We should have been a lot further along with cancer research at this point, but not even to go into that. The ridiculous comments and outrageous shit that, like, if you could dislike and say crazy shit about a young girl battling cancer, it doesn't matter about any of us. And, you know, I was having a conversation with somebody about, like, some of the comments that people leave and, you know, the ridiculous shit that they say. And, you know, somebody suggested to me, like, you know what? There's a lot of people that find locations of these individuals and do things to them. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, if people know that people do that, why is it so easy for people to leave comments? And then it hit me. Motherfuckers don't understand what they're doing. They really think that it's the internet all the time. And that's the dangerous part of everything that's going on. But I want to let everybody understand something about the YouTube comment section. You have to embrace everything that's involved with it. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever like that, because that's only going to help you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I tried to explain to this individual who's an up-and-coming YouTuber that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not even going to mention right now. The YouTube comment section, you know, even PewDiePie had to fucking disable it because it's like a fucking virus that never, yo bro, it just never stops and people don't give a fuck. So, again, we have to understand, like, you don't have to keep anything. You don't have to keep all of the comments. I'm going to give you guys, you know, pretty much my suggestions about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to keep all the negative comments, but it's good to keep some. Because you never know. You might have somebody that really supports your channel that looks at it and does what's right. Find the motherfucker and do what's right to him. You never know what's going to happen. So, as far as it goes, we're going to always have good. We're going to always have bad. We're going to always have, you know, ridiculous. Like, it's going to be a guy out of bounds. Like, the other day I made a video about, you know, the whole situation with Baby and Lil Wayne. And, you know, Baby allegedly is a bisexual. He admitted to bisexuality. He said that Lil Wayne is outrageously homosexual and he does men on a regular basis. Like I said, people started, it was like, you know, people, and I referred to the whole situation about anal sex and the fact that anal sex, no matter what happens, every time, even if you have a little penile, when you have anal sex, there's gonna be tears because the anus is not designed for penetration. So, you know, pretty much I was talking about why, you know, there's a lot of disease spread, etc., etc. So I had a couple homosexual men I had conversation with when we were talking about it, and they, you know, they let me know, like, look, bro, it doesn't always bleed, shit like that. There's safe sex ways to do it, and all this kind of shit like that. Then you had one guy out of nowhere that said Jesus was gay. He washed men's feet. And like, bro, I hysterically started laughing. I fell over in the chair when I read the shit because I'm like, where the fuck did this comment come from? Like, I couldn't believe that was a real comment. I'm like, what the? I'm thinking that, you know, I'm gonna get a lot more of, you know, okay, you were wrong, you know, more homosexuals telling me whatever, because I'm not being derogatory to any homosexual. Listen, you do your thing. That's not the point. The point is that it's easier for disease to be spread when there's blood and fluids involved. And like I said, the anus is not designed for penetration, so regardless of the size of the penis, you could piss on your balls. You can have a really tiny dick. Once you enter the anus, there's always a chance for a tear because, again, it's not designed for penetration. So I'm expecting more intelligent conversation, you know, shit like that, like we were having. You know, a couple guys telling me this and that, whatever. You know, giving me, you know, pretty much their experiences with the whole anal sex type of thing. Of course, you're gonna have your haters that don't understand what you're trying to do and make those kind of comments, but you expect that. You don't worry about that. But the guy with the Jesus thing is just like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you're coming, like, bro, not even left field. It's West Bubbafuck. The motherfucker, I don't know where he's coming from. But it just shows you the range of crazy shit that goes on. So we can't really pay too much attention to it. And the reasoning behind the video is because, you know, like I said, like it was somebody that I know personally that we were just talking about it. And I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it because it affects a lot of especially smaller channels. Like my channel is still pretty small, shit like that. But a lot of big name people watch me. It's just the fact that I'm not willing to change for any of these motherfuckers, and I'm gonna make my thing go the way that I want it, and whichever way it goes, I live and die by that. But it's certain things that I've noticed that I've learned myself. And that's one of the bigger things. I thought this guy's gonna glitch me at this point, but you guys know about the franchise rules, bro. Pretty much, if you're even thought of to be a glitcher, you getting a big boot right up your ass. But you know, regardless of that, so from my experience with it, you want to leave some of the ridiculous comments, you want to leave some of the hate, but when it's just oh shit, a 98-yard run back though, bro, a 98-yard run back, bro, run back. Okay, bro, 90, yo, bro, Chancellor. All right, yo, bro. All right, so let's get back to it. You want to be, I guess, a little bit conservative with it. You want to leave some, and just remember, if people can dislike and comment negatively on a young child going through cancer, it don't matter what the fuck you do on YouTube. You're gonna get some of the ridiculous shit. Just watch it, and then when you get to a point where you don't want to deal with it, disable the comments. You know, people are gonna watch, they're gonna watch anyway. If they can't leave a comment, fuck it, they can reach you some other way. You know, they can go to you on Twitter, where you can actually block them also, or whatever like that, but it's just easier to handle it on Twitter than it is with YouTube, because YouTube is so huge that it may become a distraction. And I just wanted to do this because it really affected the guy that I was speaking to about it, and I just wanted to let him know that, you know, eventually we'll all get to a point where, you know, these things won't bother us, but, you know, we're all different. Some of us have thicker skin. Me, I could really give a fuck. I don't care. So for the most part, I only ban trolls, like guys that just leave out of control comments. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Things that has nothing to do with this earth. I'm gonna ban you. But other than that, you gotta let it ride, man. You know, we're gonna win some, we lose some. You're gonna have some little dick motherfuckers. You're gonna have big dick guys that have some kind of sense of, you know, sense of style. Until next time, one love.